Okay, so I'm back again. Did this new level design. I skipped over level 26 and just went straight to 27 because I have an idea for what to do for 26 actually. I might do it soon, but this one I had already had this idea for. Yeah, so like the original 27, the main problem with this design is that it's like super good to just go along the edge. Like along the perimeter is like way safer than along the middle. So yeah, I had this idea a while ago to just reuse the design, but to block off the perimeter so that it's not, you can't then use that strategy. And then I thought, what else can I do to make it, harder? And I doubled up the enemies, which helps. Because like here, there's only a single per column. Now there's a double. And then I took away this checkpoint here. And now there's like, this is probably the most checkpoint starvation where you have to go all the way over here and all the way back. But this is the most checkpoint starvation so far, I think. There isn't really that much yet. It's going to be mainly in crazy mode that I do that. But yeah, I figured adding these like snakes around the edges, it doesn't really affect the difficulty much. But when I do like a single on this like first column and then a single on this one, and then you combine it with the snake, what it means is that like here the red, like I just have to avoid the red until the snake comes along, and then basically have to avoid both the snake and the red simultaneously. So it's kind of like deceptive how difficult the first column is here, this column, and the last column, because at first you might think you only have to avoid the red, but actually you have to avoid both. Or if you move a little bit to the right, then you have to avoid both the red and the purple. But unlike the other doubled columns, this one you can't just avoid the red. Whereas like right here, you could just avoid the red. But yeah, when you combine that kind of dynamic where it's like a single column has two different types, there's that. There's the lack of checkpoint. There's the fact that they're doubled, and just the added coins, I think adds enough difficulty. Although this one and this one are actually pretty hard, so I'm pretty sure this one is actually easier than those. Here, let me just try to beat it real quick. I haven't actually even bothered beating it yet, but I can just tell that it's probably too easy. But like here, the coins show like a safe spot. See, there's like a safe spot here. It's actually all the way over to here is a safe spot. And then from here and here is a safe spot. But yeah, the black snakes don't really add that much difficulty because they're only going around the very perimeter, so you don't really have to interact with them. It's just kind of good to pay attention to them sometimes because you might accidentally interact with them. Like right here, I kind of wait for the snake to be out of the way first before I go over here. But like, yeah, the snakes don't really affect the difficulty much, although you might be over here and you forget like to avoid the snake, and then you're like standing still here and then you get hit by a snake. But yeah, this level's probably too easy is what I was trying to explain. Like the the 25 and the 24 are both actually pretty hard. Whereas this one, I really haven't practiced it much, and I'm not even really playing that intensely right now. And like these purples, you can stay like safe on the purple really easily. So like getting to these coins is pretty easy. I just like wait for an opening, and if I don't get a good opening, I just go over here and then I go for another opening. Okay, I didn't get a good one again. And then this one's pretty good. But yeah, what I might have to do is just speed everything up. Although right now the purple is exactly the same speed as the player, so I don't really want to change that. But yeah, I might end up having to speed this up because it's just too easy. Although with these coins, this coin forces you to do a little bit here, but that coin really, you're going to get that bottom green coin, like the bottom coin on the green column. Like just by default, you'll get that. And then the top one, to get it, you only really have to interact with the purple. So it's not really that hard to get those coins. Getting to this top middle and the top is harder though. So these coins kind of matter. But this coin and this coin are basically, you're going to get this on the way here. And then this one, you just have to interact with the purple to get it. But yeah, let me just look through my notes. But yeah, I just, one of the cool things about this design is there's kind of like a rainbow of these like random kind of colors here. I kind of like how it looks kind of weird at first, but it helps like indicate which columns are which, so it kind of works. And I also kind of like how these are all doubled columns except for the edge, which are singles. And I don't know, it's kind of weird at first, but I think it works ultimately. Yeah, right now there's 1, 2, 3. Oh wait, there is actually, wait, no, sorry. Yeah, around the outer perimeter, there's 6 black things. I could do 7 instead of 6, but then this dynamic here where you're interacting with both the red and the black at the same time, I think it would be too frequent if I did that. I would like that it only happens like half the time. So yeah, that's why there's 6 blacks. Let me just think here. Yeah, this one's still overall a bit too easy, so I might have to speed it up. But the problem is I don't want to speed up this green because the green is actually the hardest part. So I don't really like speeding up the green, and if I don't speed up the green, I'm kind of messing with the design too much. So it's kind of hard to fix this. But it might be, I haven't actually beaten it yet, but I can tell it's probably too easy. But anyway, let me just see. Yeah, I like that the coins emphasize the safe spots, although they're underselling how big some of these safe spots are. So that's kind of not ideal, but I don't want to add more coins because it would look weird. Yeah, one thing that's kind of interesting about this one is there's like a bunch of 2-parter ones, like this one and this one are both 2-parters, although this one's kind of more like a 3-parter. Except on this 2-parter, the 2 parts are quite different, and then here the 2 parts are also quite different. It's kind of funny that this one is also a 2-parter, but the 2 parts are basically really similar. So some of the 2-parters you have 2 different parts, and some of the 2-parters you have 2 similar parts, but I kind of like that sometimes it's a 2-parter, but it's similar. They don't all have to be 2-parters that are different. But yeah, the ordering is the exact same. These 2 greens, they were just moved over, like it's split in half and moved over. So yeah, the design is the exact same, and it matters a lot. Like if you can't just go around like flipping it randomly because it can mess it up pretty bad. But yeah, I like this original design, so I'm glad I kept it the same. But yeah, I think this one looks pretty good. It's similar enough to the original. I got rid of that perimeter, that really like unfair, like the strategy going around the perimeter was just too good. Now with like, I'll turn on invincibility. The perimeter is like a super dangerous area now. It's only really good on the purple. Anywhere other than the purple, the perimeter is super dangerous. So you're forced into the middle now. You're forced into the middle without any checkpoints, and these top coins are kind of awkward to get. But yeah, I would just go from here, get these coins, come back, get these 2, these and these, get back, and then get this, get back, and then go to here. But yeah, I don't bother fully testing them sometimes. I haven't really tested this one that thoroughly yet, but I'm pretty much, there's not much else I want to change. And I'm pretty happy with it, so I'll finish testing it later. And I'm not really sure how to fix it if it is messed up, because I don't really want to mess with the speeds too much. Because like you could see, the player moves exactly the same speed as the purple. I could speed it up where the purple is slightly faster than the player actually, but then the problem is these greens are already quick enough. I would have to speed up the greens to make it proportional to speeding up the purple. But the greens are already quick enough. I don't like speeding up the greens too much because it's too annoying. It takes the fun out of the gameplay if the greens are too quick. I could actually make it 2 tiles wider and then double up these reds on the sides, or I could even make it 4 tiles wider and double up these. Oh wait, for 2 tiles wider, I could double up these, and these, and then it would actually be easier though, because you wouldn't have, but yeah, anyway, you wouldn't have these two different colors in the same column anymore. So if I made it wider and made these doubles, it would actually be easier probably. But yeah, I might speed it up slightly, and then that green thing being too fast isn't that big of a deal, and then maybe that'll fix the difficulty. But yeah, that's all I really have to say for this one. Go ahead and play it you can click the link in the description to play the demo. I'm pretty sure this one and this one are quite a bit harder than this one, but I haven't actually beaten this one yet. I've beaten both of these though. These took me a few hundred each. This one I'm mainly can only beat it on the first cycle. I haven't really beat it that many times on other cycles though. This one I might do next. I just want to take a break and do programming though. But this one I might do next. I have some ideas for this one. But yeah, anyway, I was trying to come up with some ideas for this one, but I'm not really sure. This one is so similar to the original, and also this one's pretty similar to the original. So I didn't really want this one to be too similar to the original, because then there's too many that are similar to the original in a row. And this one's probably not going to be, actually this one, I don't know. Depending on how this one is, I might do this one quite similar to the original, because I do have some ideas for it. But yeah, I don't want to have too many that are too similar to the original. And actually, one thing I'll mention is I'm going to do like a deleted scenes section. So some of these, I'm just going to redo it and then put in the deleted scenes. I think this one, for example, I may actually just ditch it and make a new one, because I find some of the gameplay of this one is somewhat luck-based, kind of like a slot machine. It's too hard to like judge sometimes. There's too many different things moving to look at them all at once, so sometimes you're just kind of guessing right. And if you're good, you don't have to guess, but I don't know. And the end is so much harder than the start that some players might get frustrated at the end and get soft-locked at the end too. But I don't know. This one, I should probably try something else, I think. But yeah, the good thing is, because I'm going to have a deleted scene section, when I put something in the deleted scenes, it's not totally wasted. It's not like I wasted my time making it, because you could still play it in the deleted scenes, and I'll have... so yeah, it's no big deal. But yeah, I'm going to plan to redo some of these. Some of the earlier ones too, like also potentially this one. I just don't really feel that great about this one, really. This one's okay, but I don't know. But I might just try to do something cooler here. Even the first one, this one, it's okay, but I don't know. Maybe I would kind of want to try something else, maybe. But yeah, I'm going to focus on just finishing them first, then going back and deleting a bunch and putting in new ones, and then taking them and putting them in a deleted scene section. Okay, so anyway, I'm going to play some user levels now. There was one user level that I'd started last time that I just want to finish, and then I want to get started on another one. So this is some random one I downloaded that looked pretty big though. It looked pretty big and hard, but I haven't even looked at it yet. I just looked at the mini map. This one I looked at a little bit of in the past, and it looks pretty darn hard. But I might want to save. I want to get some practice in before I do Deadliest Dots 2. But yeah, this is the one I played a couple videos ago. Oh wait, where am I at? Okay, well anyway, this is the one where I don't know how long it is, but it looks pretty easy. But I'm just gonna warm up with this one, and then I'll try to do that other one, and then I'll plan to do Deadliest Dots 2 eventually, but I'm kind of scared to do it, because apparently Deadliest Dots 2 is a lot harder than, oh darn it, a lot harder than the first one, and the first one was pretty hard. These green things aren't moving at all, like they're only radial, they're not shifting. So the fact that they're sitting still means these like radial ones are really easy, but these ones here are kind of tight. It's still pretty easy though. Okay. Yeah, I'm just warming up with this one. This is just some random one I downloaded. But yeah, I want to try to avoid doing ones that are too easy because I'm trying to practice because I have to make crazy mode soon. But yeah, my skill is going down. Like I was at like around peak skill when I beat World Tours Game 4. But I think my skill has gone down. I need to kind of keep my skill kind of trending up as opposed to down. Wow, this is weird. Okay, this looks like the end of the level. This is a really strange design. It's fun playing with weird like colors and stuff sometimes. It's kind of weird to see the game like this. I'm gonna have different themes, so like it's gonna be like light theme and dark theme. So there's gonna be more. Oh, I didn't even notice that. I forgot about that one. There's gonna be like more cool color stuff that I'm gonna do. Okay, yeah, I guess the game's okay. I beat it, but not gonna be. I'm not be doing stuff that's this crazy though with the colors. Okay, so beat this level. Okay, so yeah, this one's done. This one I beat the first part of and a little bit of the second part, but I'm gonna try to come back to it like in the future because that next part, and I think I need a new keyboard maybe because yeah, it just looks too hard. But I'm still gonna try to do this eventually. Hopefully, maybe. Like not guaranteed, but I'm gonna try to. Okay, anyway. This one looked pretty huge. Let me just see something. Oh. You have to say play if you haven't played it before. Let me just see something here. Is there like a map? I forget if the... I guess it doesn't have a map, maybe. I thought the editor levels had maps, but maybe not. For some reason I remember this editor having a map, but... Okay, anyway, this one looks like a pretty huge level, but maybe, yeah. Even right, this one isn't actually that easy. This one's kind of like the last level of World Tours game. Okay, let me just figure this one out. Okay, you have to do some weird stuff. This is actually kind of cool. You have to go back a bit. Okay, there we go. Okay, this one is easy. Just get some... Oh, darn it. I didn't realize there was a... Wasn't paying attention to that one. Okay, hopefully this is the right... I'm trying to get something that's, like, good enough that I can practice my skill. Or, like, you know, practice to get better, but not so hard that it's, like, gut-wrenchingly difficult. Like, Deadliest Dots 2 is probably too difficult right now. But so far, I'm concerned this might be slightly too easy, but I am at the very start, and I think it's a pretty big one. But yeah, for some reason I thought there was a map, but I guess maybe on some there is, and on some there isn't. I guess you can't see the map. Okay, maybe I was just forgetting. Okay, so let me just see here. I guess that, I'm not sure what this is. Is this like a wall or a door? But I guess it's a wall. Guess I might as well get that key. Okay, these are going the same speed as the player. I like when they go the same speed as the player. One thing I have to try to get better at is sometimes when there's like a door, like I get a key, I don't pay attention to what door it opened. But yeah, I can tell it must have been one of those doors at the top, but I wasn't even paying attention. I want to see, can I change my color? Or am I stuck this color? Okay, guess I'm stuck this color. I don't really mind. Okay. Oh. It's when you have to wait a bit. I can't just hold the key, or I can't just hold the keys down like right now. I have to wait a bit and then press it. Okay, that was kind of funny. But even that, I didn't even pay attention to what that was opening, but I guess I beat everything up to this point, so it must have been something up ahead. But okay, so now here, are they gonna kill me? Oh, okay, I guess not. Oh, that was lucky. Okay. Oh, just gonna wing it. Oh, darn it, that was bad death. Oh. Yeah, I gotta definitely practice because, like, I'm good enough to make these very hard levels, but, and like the early crazy I'll be good enough for right now, but the later on crazy, I'm not gonna be able to design them properly at my current skill. So I need to start playing and beating harder levels for sure. And hopefully not struggling too much on the easier ones. It's kind of cool. Oh, darn it. How are you supposed to get that coin? Guess you just have to do it way faster. Oop. Okay, I'm a little bit concerned about that coin, but I didn't cut it very close. I guess I was just going way too slow. Okay, I'll just try to go as quickly as I can. Turn around quickly too. Oh man. Okay, I could have shaved off quite a few frames there, so I guess I just have to go quicker. I don't see any discernible way to do it other than that. Oh, these ones are kind of random. I don't see any pattern, so I'm just kind of running through hoping for the best. I can't really tell. It doesn't, like, it kind of looks like they're synchronized, but yeah, they are, I guess, but I don't know. Just see if they're always going to the same spot. That one went to the corner here, and this one went to the corner here, so I guess they're just flipped. Yeah, I should probably analyze these a bit more, because I'm probably going to die a few more times here. Yeah, I think I kind of get it more now. Okay, so here, there's no discernible way to beat it other than to just run there as quickly as possible and turn around. See, I don't want to, like, see, if I hold left and right at the same time, I just pause. So I want to let go of left right as I turn right. And then I want to get in as quickly as possible. I want to shave over the wall if I can. Oh! Wow. So far away. Wow. How are you supposed to get that coin? Am I just doing it wrong? Doesn't look like there's any discernible way to do it other than what I'm doing. Oop. Okay, that coin is not very easy to get. I think it might be frame perfect even. Okay, maybe I'll just like see if there's a checkpoint up here. Maybe I can like get to the coin in an easier way. Oh, okay, that's not very easy to run through. Might want to just see what's up there though. Yep. Okay, that wasn't very good. You should like look at which corner it goes into, and then you can kind of guess where it's going. Okay, I kind of want to... see what's up here. God, this doesn't look very easy. Oh, no. For a second I thought I was stuck up here. Yeah, the coins are usually all required. So... yeah, I kind of wanted to just skip that coin, but... oh! I guess there's no... maybe I'm just going nowhere near, like, obvious. I'm going, like, way not fast enough, but... oh. Damn that coin. See, this is what happened on the Ignite Up level. I got to a coin. There's just, like, nowhere near getting. And then I'm like, well, what am I going to do now? This is basically the same thing here, but I could make a few more attempts at this coin, though. It's just not clear to me, like, is there a safe spot right beside the coin? Maybe I have to go, oh, maybe I have to be, like, right next to the coin. Like, diagonally, kind of. Right here. I don't think I can... let me just test if I can even... let me just test that. So I'm not really sure where the hitboxes are. I'm pretty sure I can't... the hitboxes are pretty strict. Let me just see here. Can I be like right... okay, you can be like right there. It looks like I might be able to survive beside the coin. But I don't think so. Because I'll be between... but if I'm like right down a bit, maybe... I'm not sure if that's what they would want you to do, but... it looks like that's a potential... there might be like a perfect safe spot where you can't get hit by the enemy there, maybe. Okay, I'm just gonna try going fast one more time. Okay. Oh! Okay, I like that strategy better. Okay, well, at least I died by going too fast as opposed to too slow. I'm just gonna try to go really fast there. See, I'm turning around too slowly too. I have to practice turning around. If I hold both keys at once, I'm not turning around. I'm just staying still. I have to let go and then press the new key the very next frame. Or on the same frame. Oh, I pressed the wrong key. Oh, now I'm getting confused. Darn. What? Oh, well, at least I went one frame too quick there. The last time I died, I went 2 frames too quick because I didn't die. I died to the very first enemy. That time I went too quick, but I died to the second one, so I just have to go not 2 frames too... I went 1 frame too quick. Last time I went 2 frames too quick, but I just have to do it not any frames too quick, and then I have to turn around properly. And I'm pretty sure this is either frame perfect or 1 frame window. And frame perfect tricks in like World's Hardest Game 3 and 4 are only a 30th of a second. These are a 60th of a second. I'm pretty sure if I'm right here, it won't kill me. Okay. Oh! Oh! Okay, that one's not very easy to get. Now, do I want to go back to that checkpoint? Because I don't see any checkpoints up here that are easy to get to. So, one thing I could do is get one of the... You know what? I'm going to get these keys. So I'm basically safe right here. I'm just going to look at the safe spots. And then I'm just going to get those keys. And then I'm going to hope that there's a checkpoint up here that's easier than the one back there. I didn't realize at first how many safe spots there were here. So hopefully there's a checkpoint I can get to on ice or water. I don't want to have to get that coin again. You saw how tight that was. Hopefully there's an easy checkpoint on one of those. Okay, let's take a look at the water here. Please have an easy checkpoint. I'm not seeing anything. Okay, that one's not that bad, really. That one's kind of easy. Just looking at it. It's kind of funny how this is similar to World's Hardest Game 4, except it was flipped in 4 on the first level. Okay, I have to make sure nothing doesn't kill me right as I go in. Okay, this one doesn't look that easy. I don't like that one. Okay, I'm going to go do the water one. Let me just take another look at this one, though. Let's see. This one is somewhat easy, but those conveyor belts are making me very nervous at the end. So, yeah, ultimately this one's not actually very easy. I can't really tell, actually. It looks a little bit hard at the end there, but yeah, I'm just going to do the water one. Hopefully I don't die and have to get the coin again. Come on, baby! Oh, whoa, oh god. I wasn't being careful there. What was that? I was scared that I was going to drown, so I was going quick, but I went like reckless as hell there. It's like coming in hot for sure. Way too hot there. Okay. Take it easy. I'm not really used to water. Okay. Let's just see what's down here, because I'm curious what's down here. Okay. What's the point of that? I have no clue. There might be like a hidden platform about to pop out or something, because otherwise this is pointless. And that happened in World Hearts Game 1. So they might have done it in here, because they've already done some stuff that I saw in 1. So let me just see if a hidden platform pops out. I don't think there is. It would have popped out by now, probably. This is a weird spot for a checkpoint. Well, I don't see one, so I guess not. This is kind of cool that this is like World Hearts Game 1-ish. Or sorry, World Hearts Game 4 level 1 is what I meant to say. I noticed in some of my videos I've been saying coin instead of key. Like, oh, I forgot those coins, or I forgot that key. Sometimes I like mix up words pretty badly, but I don't even notice because I'm like focusing on the game. I saw something like this in World Hearts Game Encore where they like have a moving platform come up like this. I like this one. I like that type of thing. It's a little bit risky. This one's kind of fun, actually. I like this design. It's ultimately pretty easy, but it's fun. This one's kind of cool. I wouldn't be surprised if the guy that made World Hearts Game Encore made this, because it's kind of reminding me of that, but the World Hearts Game Encore levels were also really good. I'm not sure. It's probably not the same guy, but... Okay, this one's kind of interesting. Whoa. Okay, I'm just gonna go through. You can't really get by it on, like, you have to use the platform to get by it, I think. Oh. Man, I forgot how far back this checkpoint was. Okay, yeah, I should focus on... Yeah, I'll just clear out the water part. When I do World Hearts Game 5, I'm gonna do something similar where there's like water parts of the level, conveyor parts, and ice parts, but there's gonna be new terrain, like breakable terrain, like terrain that collapses underneath you. So that's gonna be a whole thing. There's gonna be a whole breakable section where like you can't stay that long on a certain platform or it'll like crumbles beneath you. And yeah, I probably will do a moving camera, just because when you think about it, the camera, there's so many ways you can integrate that into the level design, and it's like a natural next step in terms of adding new features. So I probably will do a camera for... Oh, I was going the wrong way. Should have. Once you get across, you gotta go the other way. Gotta go right. But yeah, I'm a little bit hesitant to do the camera because I think it's arguably better without one. Because camera kind of makes more sense if the player isn't going to instantly die. If you have like a health bar, it makes more sense to have a camera, because like a camera that moves around, because then you don't just like die and then teleport over and over again. Whereas camera, when you also instantly die, a lot of times you'll die and teleport, but I don't know. So like the camera will move around a lot. I don't know. I was planning on eventually doing games with a camera, but yeah, I'm still considering it for World Hearts Game 5, but I probably will do it actually for 5, just because but I don't know. The fact that it's instant death makes me less want to do it. But you could design levels that are kind of easier but longer, and then it gives you more of an excuse to take use of the camera, kind of. But anyway, I don't want to talk about that too much while I'm trying to play. Oh god. I think I have to run right over to that next moving platform. But yeah, I'm trying to just focus on finishing the remaster before I do World Hearts Game 5. But one thing for sure I'm doing on 5 is like diagonals, like diagonal walls, diagonal terrains, and then breakable, like collapsible terrains. But yeah, the camera is something I'm considering. I wasn't originally planning it, but I'm still considering maybe doing it anyway. But if I don't do the camera in World Trust Game 5, I'll do it in another game. And I have a good name from... I was planning on this other game, which I didn't have a very good name for. But now I... yeah, the next game I have planned, I have a good name for, but I'm not going to announce it yet. It's still a ways away. I still have to finish World Trust Game 5 before I do it. Oh, man. Okay, that part's pretty hard. Part takes a long time to get back to, and is actually pretty hard. So far, this level's a bit easy, except for that coin. That coin that I had to run, like, frame perfect to probably wasn't actually frame perfect, but it felt like it. It felt like a couple frames, like a 30th of a second window or something. Okay, let me just focus on this. But yeah, that coin was good practice, but so far it's a bit too easy, but this part I'm doing right now is good practice too. I do need to get better at the game in order to make crazy mode. Ugh. Okay. I'm not sure if I didn't wait for the right cycle, and that's why the moving platform wasn't there, or maybe the moving platform I didn't give it enough time to get to me or something, but I felt like there was nowhere to run to there. I was expecting that I could just run onto the moving platform, but when I got up past that first moving platform, or the second, like the first small one, I wasn't sure where to go after that, so I just ended up dying there, but I'm gonna try again. This one's pretty interesting design, because you feel like you just want to get away from that, like you want to get on the outside of it, but you can't really. It's too fast and awkwardly shaped. You have to kind of like deal with the blues, whether you like it or not here. Oh. I'm glad I got that coin though. That coin was pretty hard. That gives me more hope about Ignite Up, because I initially quit Ignite Up because there was one coin that was just like way too hard. It wasn't even close, but since I just got that coin, maybe now I can like conceivably get that other one, but I kind of want to get a better keyboard first. The other keyboard I was using doesn't work well enough anymore. The keys were triggering, like it was like bugging out kind of, so now I'm on a cheaper keyboard. Oh, okay, that's what I was expecting last time. Oh, god damn it. That was a bad idea. That was stupid. I don't know why. I was not thinking straight after I got past it, and I attempted an impossible maneuver there. I was just being stubborn there. I didn't want to go back for some reason, and I died out of sheer stubbornness there. Okay, I think it definitely... I'm pretty sure it depends on what cycle you're on. Sometimes you get the moving platform... When you get across that small moving platform, sometimes you get a really good cycle where I can get right on the next one, and sometimes you don't. Unless I just screwed up. But yeah, I'm hoping... Yeah, it looks like it does matter. Okay, it looks like 50% chance you're going to get a good cycle. So you have to actually pay attention or just get lucky. But see, when I run across here, I can't... Wait, maybe there is only one cycle. Okay, wait, never mind. There's only one cycle. Okay. You just have to go... Never mind. There's only one cycle. I just have to run straight to that thing. Okay. Wow. Okay. Okay, so now here... I'm not sure how to get across. Whoa! Oh, shit. Oh, darn. Man, I didn't realize I was in the water until I was right about to die, and then I ran the wrong way. Oh, man. That part's hard, though. I was going to die anyway, so it doesn't really matter, but I didn't get a chance to practice. Oh. Okay, now this part, that last part is looking like pretty much a doozy because that last part, it's hard and it's hard to get over there too. So I'm gonna probably die a bunch of times there, and there's a bunch of space between each death. Like, how am I gonna get... I don't even know how. Just gotta try, I gotta experiment some more. I want to try to avoid the water, obviously, but looks like you might be forced to go in the water there. Oh, God. Oh, man. Okay, I need more water practice. These terrains, practicing these terrains doesn't really matter for the remaster, but when I eventually make World Tours Game 5, I'm going to have to practice a lot on, do more user levels on these terrains first. Because, like, yeah, my intuitions about the water are pretty bad. I don't know how I ran into the pit there, but it felt like that was because I wasn't used to the water. But the water makes you go slower, so should be even less likely to run into a pit there. Oh, I guess it's because the water runs out. I all of a sudden sped up. But anyway, that was a pretty bad death, though. There's not really much you can say to justify that one. Okay, now how do I get across here? I tried just running right. I tried going like this, just running right. It's not possible. Okay, that's possible. Okay, that wasn't too bad. Oh man, there's no checkpoint? Oh, this one's going fast too. When it's going that fast and you're in water, it's tricky. Okay, well, let me just take another look at it. Okay. Hopefully I can anticipate this radial one such that it doesn't just kill me. I guess I'll get over first. Try to anticipate the radial. I want to stay... See, to dodge the radial and the other one at the same time, I'm relying on luck right now. Okay, wait, is this a safe spot here? Okay, I'm pretty sure the radial won't touch me here. This should help a lot. This level's pretty good so far. I like it. I'm having fun so far. It's pretty easy, but the checkpoints are so spaced that cancels out a lot of the easiness. And that one I just beat wasn't easy. It was kind of hard to figure out. Oh! That would have been bad. So yeah, my temptation is to avoid the radial here, but I feel like that's a bad idea. Try to avoid the radial down here. Yeah, this is tough. Just have to get lucky. hope for luck. Or you just wait for it to pass and then just do this whole thing. But you have to interact with the radial a certain amount in this level. Okay, there. Oh! There, I wasn't sure if I was going to survive that, but... Oh! Okay, that was luck. That was a luck-based finish. Oh, good, this checkpoint. Bam! Yeah, it's pretty fun when see, if you're going to have a moving camera, you have to do level design like that, where there's a long distance between the checkpoint. Because otherwise, I don't know. I kind of feel like the moving camera works better when you have a health bar. But I don't know. I probably should just make a moving camera because whether you have a health bar or not, it's still kind of better. And you can have it do various things like zoom in and out. And it can still freeze on certain spots. It doesn't have to always move. But yeah, I probably will just do the moving camera. Okay, this one looks kind of interesting, but I'm guessing that I'm gonna beat it pretty easily. But at least it's interesting. Yeah, like I kind of like that design, but it's kind of easy though. Okay, that one looks super easy. I don't know what the point of that one is, unless it's just deceptively easy. It looks pretty easy though. Okay, I'll just beat this one first. This one's kind of like the start of World Hearts Game 3. Which isn't actually that. The start of World Hearts Game 3, oh, as evidence there, isn't actually that easy, especially with the, like if you're, I don't know, it is actually pretty easy. It's easier than that, but it's kind of hard to like anticipate like where to go sometimes, I guess. Like, I don't know, like, anyway. I like this one though, this top one. The strategy is clear. You just wait for it to come and then you try to dodge it like without, while cutting it pretty close. This one, I just want to be like, I guess, avoiding the water and trying to take easy dodges, but some of the dodges aren't easy though. Let's get all the way there and back too, but at least the next level is easy. But I don't know if I'm getting a checkpoint that quickly on the. I kind of want to see. I don't want to see what's after this, because once I get that key, I don't want to die after. Oh, darn it. Okay, maybe that one's not as easy as I thought, but I'm still pretty sure that one's easy. The middle one's the only hard, the middle moving part's the only hard part there. Okay, let me just see this here. Oh, what am I doing? Okay, that one's not as easy as it looks. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to get this key, and then I'm going to go back to this checkpoint. So I just want to practice getting back to the checkpoint at least once. Yeah, it's pretty easy. So yeah, I'm going to get this key, go back to this checkpoint, because that next one's not actually that easy, and there might not even be a checkpoint after I beat that one. So, okay, so now here, I want to try to recognize places where I'm about to die and avoid those. The corners are easy. Okay, so corners... Oh, wait, are they? Oh, wait, corners aren't easy. Ah! Okay, maybe I'm just going to try to spam it and try to get lucky, maybe. Just spam many attempts. Okay, that situation I should be able to anticipate. It's not that easy to anticipate, but I think I could anticipate that. Okay, that also I should have anticipated. Okay, I'm just going to try to spam attempts and then get a feel for what I can anticipate. And then I'm going to stop spamming and try to actually play well. Oh, okay, wow. Yeah, there's a lot of different ways you can die there. If you're just relying on luck, just running as fast as you can and getting lucky, I don't know if that's even going to work. Oh god. Okay, wow. Okay. I have to give that bottom one the respect it deserves. It's pretty hard. This one is like, because it's similar to World Hearts Game 3 Level 1, the very first area, it kind of looks easy at first, but it's moving pretty fast. I want to go horizontal as much as I can. Okay, I think I just have to focus on dodging the horizontals. See, like, how am I supposed to... The horizontals are really the hard part. Sometimes to dodge a horizontal, you have to go into the water and then die. Just gonna try to run over as fast as I can, I think. Yeah, actually, I'll just do that. Okay, that seems to work pretty well. Uh-oh, okay, I'm dead now. I ran the wrong way. Okay. I think if you turn around, go back, and then go forward, you essentially dodge. You get like an easier dodge on the horizontal. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna wait for it to line up. So I'll go here, go as far as I can right. Okay, that's not gonna work. Okay, I'm gonna memorize a cycle, and then with the memorized cycle, it'll be way easier. There's one cycle where you can just run over really far. I'm gonna try to get to that cycle. Okay, let me see. If I go right now. Okay, wait. I'll go. Not right now. I'll wait for this one. Okay, wait. Oh, that's not good. Okay. Just try to find a good cycle here. Okay. I'm gonna wait for it to go like halfway over. Then I'll dodge it right here. Okay. Darn it. I can't even get the start of the cycle. Okay. I'm gonna go now. Okay, that'll kill me. At least it's synchronized, so I get the same thing every time. So I just have to find a good starting point, and then I'll just memorize the cycle. Okay. Just see here. Wow. I had one cycle on the top one where I ran across the whole thing pretty easily, and then I just turned around a bit. I was hoping I could find that again, but it doesn't look that obvious how to do it. Just gonna go to the bottom for a bit. I'm getting owned on the top so much that I don't like the top anymore. Oh god. See, I'm starting to take a lot of deaths on this one. Okay, I'm just gonna hang out at the bottom a bit. I don't like the top right now. Oh god, now I'm dying there. Okay. Gotta focus. This is not my A game right here. Whoa, god, how did I even get that far before I got to the key once? Once I get the key and get out, there's a choke potential on the top part, but I doubt it. I think I'll be able to get past the top. Okay, that's what I need to do. But after that, where do I go? Okay, let's see if I can replicate that. See if I can replicate that. Okay, so far this is what I did last time. Okay, then I died in the same spot as last time. Okay. Let's see if I can replicate that over and over again and memorize a pattern. Okay, so the pattern, you wait for it to hit on the left, then you go right away, skip this one, you go down here. Okay, I forgot how to beat the, okay, the pattern I'm very confused about right now. Okay, let me try again. I thought I had a pattern down here. Pretty sure that's what I did. Then, okay, maybe I just went back one. See if I could just... Maybe I can anticipate... Okay. Maybe I don't need the pattern. Maybe I could just anticipate instead. I want to try anticipating a bit more because that's actually better than a pattern. Okay, now it's worrying me how much I'm dying there, but because I have to go back through there again. But anyway, let me just see if I can anticipate and then just react to it. Nope. Oh, man. I anticipated that I was going to die there, but that's not very useful unless you know where to go instead. Okay, I'm going to go back to memorizing. Oh god, what's going on? Man, this one's hard. Okay, let me try again. Maybe, yeah, I'm trying to go too much only at the top. I think you have to cross over top bottom more often. Because there's dodges that work because you're crossing over that don't work otherwise. So I think my main problem is I'm not crossing over enough. And that I'm dying like that for some reason. Although I thought I could make that. I swear I was making that earlier. Okay, let's try again. I have to cross over from top to bottom more frequently, I think. I think it's not synchronized, and that's why I'm so confused, is because I thought it was synchronized this whole time. It's actually not synchronized. It's not synchronized. So yeah, that's why I was so confused. For some reason, I was trying to memorize a pattern, thinking that it was synchronized and going to be the same each time, but actually, for some reason, I thought it was synchronized, but it's not, so that doesn't make any sense, what I was trying to do earlier. You have to anticipate where it's going to be, because it's desynchronized, so you can't memorize a pattern. So far, I'm doing okay, though. Yeah, you just have to... That whole pattern stuff I was trying to do. Okay, now I'm dead. It doesn't make any sense. I should have spent more time that was one of the things I've been meaning to get better at, is you should spend more time analyzing it first so that you really understand what you're doing, because otherwise you're trying to do something that doesn't make sense. But yeah, anyway, I think I have a pretty good idea of how to beat this one now. You don't actually have to cross over, you just have to anticipate. Oh wait, yeah, but sometimes it's harder than others. Whatever. Let's try again. At least now I've figured out that it's not synchronized. Just knowing that helps. I'm trying to anticipate where it's gonna kill me. I just see death, death, death. It's like everywhere I go, it's gonna kill me, and then by the point I've figured that out, I'm already dead. Dead. The point I got there, I was already screwed. I like the difficulty of this one, though. It's good practice. It's not... It feels like I'm just not playing well, but it is also pretty hard, but that's kind of... Oh, I'm dead. Yeah, see, I gotta anticipate that situation and avoid that particular situation, because there's no... I'm not gonna make it otherwise if I don't avoid that happening. Oh! Yeah, this is the type of practice I've been looking for. I like this type of stuff where you find something pretty hard and then you grind it for a while, figure it out, and beat it. Okay, that time I tried to anticipate that thing, that type of death, and do the opposite, and then I died the opposite way also, so... Yeah, I think I have to experiment with more, like, strategies, because I'm probably just doing it in a way that's too hard. I just have to, like, figure out an easier approach to this. Just have to, like, experiment more. So, like, that one is, like, some of them, like, you're dead the moment you even start going a certain direction. You're just screwed, like, almost instantly. There's so many, like, options where you just... It looks like you might be able to go that option, and then you... The moment you start, you're dead. You're, like... There's nothing you can... You're just screwed. Let's try again. Oh, okay, that time I just ran into an enemy. Okay, let me try again. Okay, let's get past this one. Now, where do I dodge? Okay, I go back. Okay, I dodge on the next one. Now, I knew if I went the other way, I was gonna die. Maybe I have to cross over from top to bottom there. Go the other way and cross over. I think I'm just not crossing over enough, maybe. Crossing over is pretty hard because it's all water. Oh, I'm dead. If I just went quicker, though, to the right, I might have been able to dodge that. Maybe I should focus on going quicker to the right. I saw that coming. Oh, God. Wow. I have to cross over there, maybe. All my options except crossing over, I think I've exhausted, but... Or run right, that like, as quickly as possible. Oh, God. Definitely gonna keep grinding this till I beat it, but I don't know like how long it's gonna take. I like this level, though. I like that. Yeah, I just like it in general. Certain levels, like the ones I make, most of your deaths are really close together. I like when the deaths are a little bit more far apart. It's just that with remastered, you're forced to do it on a single screen, so I'm forced to make levels like that, but I like on levels like this, you go pretty far distance before you die. And yeah, the difficulty is pretty good. I don't feel like these are unfair deaths. I feel like this is fair. It's just hard. But sometimes, like there, it's like... That one felt a little bit unfair, actually, because I went like a reasonable direction and then I just was screwed, like, but I don't know. This one's just really hard, I would say. It's like, I'm going a reasonable direction. Okay, I'm dead. It's like... like, what is that? What do I learn from that? Don't do that anymore. But it's desynchronized, so I can't really tell if that's going to happen again. This one feels like a repeated pattern that I've had a bunch of times, so it's not fully desynchronized. And I keep dying in that same spot, but maybe if I ran right quicker. It's only semi-desynchronized. That's why it's so confusing. Oh, I'm dead. Okay, I gotta experiment more with crossing over and more with running to the right quicker. Not... Okay, I just sense... Sometimes I just have to sense that I'm about to die through sheer pattern recognition because... Like, if I'm going with what looks reasonable, all kinds of things I'm just dying, even though it looked like a reasonable way to go. If I go right there, I'm gonna die. If I go right there, I know I'm gonna die. Okay, this is like a pattern I am semi like memorizing, but I don't know how to trigger it. And I always die at the same spot right there. Okay. I guess I gotta try to like keep reproducing that pattern somehow, even though I'm not really sure how it synchronizes. Maybe I have to go wait for it to go left and right twice. See there? Okay, maybe if I go now, I'll get the proper pattern. I think I figured it out actually. Yeah, this is okay. Okay, so now I gotta go right as quickly as possible. Okay, that worked. Okay. Now I'm cooking with gas. Oh, I gotta go down as quickly as possible. Okay, so now I figured out that if I wait for it to go 2 cycles, like left and right all the way twice, I'm getting a synchronized pattern, so that's not the right one. I'm pretty sure this one right here is the right one, yeah. So now I'm gonna get the same dodge every time, and I could just memorize it. See, this is the exact same thing I did last time. Run right as quickly as possible, go down, then go back one. See, now I'm playing off sheer memorization. So now I just have to do the same thing over and over again. Yeah, see, that was good. That was the same thing flipped. Oh, I did it perfectly. I memorized it and then flipped it and did the flip version perfectly there. Okay, I got it now. Oh man, once you get it, once you memorize it, it's actually very easy. So if I die here, it's no big deal. I'll just do it again. I'll probably do it again first try. I don't really care if I die here. I prefer not to, but if I die, I'll just beat it again easily. There you go. There. Bam! I like that one. That one was good. If I had analyzed it more, I would have seen that you can memorize a pattern. It's just, the pattern doesn't reset every time. You have to go like twice. Like, see, I'm pretty sure that, maybe that was it. Let me just see here. See, here is not it, whereas the next one is it. See here, if I go here, watch this. It'll be the exact same thing as last time. Go like that. Now watch this. I run to the right. I go back again. Then you run to the right again, and then you go quick over here. And then it's the same thing. Go across. Oh, I went too slow though. But yeah, anyway. Okay, so now that I memorize, yeah, the lesson I learned there is figure out if something is synchronized properly, and don't just assume that it's desynchronized based on like a small sample. You have to like look at it enough to, because sometimes it synchronizes after like 2 left and rights. So yeah, I learned to pay more attention and figure out how something synchronizes, and if it does, you could just memorize a pattern, because that's like way easier. So that actually helped a lot. Anyway, this one I learned, don't judge a book by its cover, because it looks easier than it is. You just gotta go the same direction as they're going, I think. Okay, it actually is pretty easy. I was just screwing up earlier. This one is actually pretty easy. Probably should have analyzed this further, but I felt like I had enough room there. Okay, this one looks pretty easy. So, yeah. I'm hoping I'm going to run into more stuff like that one I just beat, because I like that one. That was good learning experience. It synchronizes, just not in an obvious way. But once you know the synchronized pattern, it's very easy, that one. Okay, that was like pretty much a waste because it was so easy to get. Now I'm going to be stuck blue. Okay, I might have gone the wrong way. Now I can't get the coin anymore. Should have gone the other way. This coin isn't actually obtainable the way I went. Okay. Oh, oh man. Whoa. Okay, so now you have to go through a long path to get to that key without a checkpoint. Or there might be a checkpoint on the north area. I doubt it, though. Based on the way the level's designed so far, I should probably just get the key right away, because there's probably no easy checkpoint on the north area. I have to try not to die here due to drowning. Oh, okay. I wasn't really planning ahead too well there. I was looking at the design assuming it was pretty easy, but in actuality it's pretty clever. Like, you have to, they're baiting you into dying via drowning there. So I was trying to avoid the drowning, but I was too sloppy with how I did it. Oop. Okay. Wait. how long have I been playing? Okay, you know what? Should I? Okay, I'll beat this one. Oh, now I'm tilted. See, the left side of this one, that key on the left side or whatever it was so easy that I thought the rest of this level was easy. Kind of baited me a bit there. Oh wait, what am I doing? Oh god, I forgot that you have to run in and out there. Okay. Just gotta run in and out quickly here. Oh, what am I doing? Okay. I think I got lucky the first time I beat that because you don't actually have to run in and out quickly. So you gotta go like that. I did that by accident the first time. I didn't realize that was what you're supposed to do. I could have gone back to the checkpoint there. That would have actually been kind of a good idea because it saves me a lot of trouble. Like, if I have to go do this again, but I guess I should probably be able to survive this if I'm careful. It's only really at the end. The potential for drown death is the only part that's hard. Getting over there is pretty easy because you only have to worry about horizontal. See, now I have to be conscious not to stay in the water too long. And to turn around quickly there. Okay. Now, do I want to go back to that checkpoint? Or do I want to proceed? Getting back has a high chance of success, but is slower. And I still may die on the way back. Okay, I should have looked at this a little bit more. That's okay. See, it's trying to bait me to stay into the water too long. Okay, I'm just gonna go over there. It's probably gonna try to kill me. Okay, never mind. Where's the checkpoint? Okay. I'm just gonna focus on getting to that checkpoint. One's harder than expected. that was somewhat lucky, but also that was just I did look at it a little bit, so I knew I might have to turn around, but okay, now what am I dealing with here? Oh god. This looks like chaos. Should have just gone back to that checkpoint. That would have been way better in hindsight. Okay, never mind. That wasn't actually that bad. That was actually pretty easy. Oh, darn it. Oh. This one is just chaos that you just sometimes can pass easily. Oh. Oh, 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 whoa. I don't know why I survived that, but... This one was embarrassing to die at earlier. There's no pressure. You can go over here slowly. This one is like super not tight at all. Okay. I don't really mind that checkpoint. Okay. Just, oh. Oh, wait, what? Ugh. Okay, you know what? I'm just going to play from here next time. I like this level so far. This has been fun. Okay, so I'll see you next time. I'm gonna probably just do some more coding features. I may do a new level design though, but I'll probably just do some coding features and then yeah, play some more of this level. But yeah, right now I'm done 29 out of 60 levels, so if I do one more I'm like halfway done, but in reality I'm probably gonna redo a couple of the levels, like 22 very hard. So in a way I'm not really even halfway done even if I do one more. But yeah. So I'm getting close to halfway done though. But anyway, the crazy mode levels are harder to make, so in that sense, it's also less than halfway done. But anyway, it's okay. So anyway, see you next time.